is so important, not only to kind of your physical health, but also your mental health and your confidence. As I said at the start of this, being a young woman with big boobs held me back in so many ways because I didn't participate in sport. I didn't think I could wear that dress because of my big boobs. And in the grand scheme of things, now I work in D2K, my boobs aren't even that big. So, you know, there's women who are much further down that spectrum. And I think the importance of wearing a perfectly fitting bra is feeling like you're not wearing a bra at all. And that comes from ensuring you have the right cup size and the right back size. Double D is such a known size. And for so many years, double Ds in the media have been portrayed as huge. She's flaunting her double Ds. She puts her double Ds on display. It was almost like, well, it sounded great in a headline, so let's keep saying these women have double Ds. When in actual fact, especially someone like Katie Price, who I grew up with, she was a 28K. She was never a double D. But people would look at her and think, my boobs are not as big as her, so I can't be a double D. And they would stay in their C cups, in their B cups. So, you know, the power of perfectly fitting underwear comes from getting the right fit, but knowing what that looks like, because as you said, you can go and get a bra fitting, but if it still doesn't feel right, what is it? What makes that bra fit you? Well, it's ensuring that your underwires aren't digging into any breast tissue. It's making sure that your back band is supporting you with 80% of the support, and that your straps aren't digging into your shoulders or bearing all the weight of your bust onto your shoulders, because that in turn is going to affect your posture. It's going to affect how your clothing sits. I worked in a luxury high street retailer at university, and after I learned about bra fitting, women would say, these dresses are terribly made, like the darts are all in the wrong place, and I'd be like, eek, I think it's your boobs. Don't have a bra fitting, get a good fitting bra and try that dress back on. And the difference it made, just lifting the bust and putting it in a place where you feel comfortable, but you also feel confident, makes all the difference. And it's not all about having your boobs with lots of cleavage and up in your face. It's about lifting that weight off your shoulders physically, mentally, and emotionally. So
no, it's so true. I know that women have said, like, just wearing a correctly fitting bra has made them drop a dress size. And, you know, like, looking better is important, but the physical aspect, I think you mentioned, is so important too. I will admit to you guys, there was a time when my bra was killing me so much. I was in the office at work. I had to go to the bathroom and take it off because it was like, I cannot focus on my work with these straps digging in and my back like killing me. Like, it's so important that we have experts like you to really like guide women or guide people who wear bras and understand how it's so important for not just how you look, for your well-being.
And again, I'm sure you probably feel this, but the media has given us these memes of like, come back home, take off your bra, put your hair up. Comfort is not wearing a bra. And we are made to think, well, bras are uncomfortable. But no, it's an ill-fitting bra that's uncomfortable. And we're fighting that on a daily basis. Like, it's not all bras.
Honestly, I actually, funnily enough, when I started Nubian Skin, I had never had a bra fitting. And I remember at the very beginning, before we launched, I hated bras. Like, I hated the way they fit because they gave me, I feel like they gave me heartburn. And when I met the consultant who I worked with at the beginning of Nubian Skin, she was like, have you ever had a bra? She's like, what size bra do you? And I was like, oh, a 32A. And I hate bras. They're so uncomfortable. And she just laughed at me. She was like, come with me. And I went and had my first professional bra fitting. And they said, you're a 28D. First of all, I didn't know a 28 existed. Secondly, I was like, a D cup? Are you kidding me? Because as you say, Katie, in the media, a D cup is supposed to be huge, and I'm not huge. And that's when, you know, I sort of understood the relationship between the band and the cup and what that meant and capacity. And I remember when I finally put on this bra, I just went, oh, I was like, I have boobs. I have boobs. Like they just, but because they were lifted. And they weren't, it wasn't uncomfortable anymore, and it wasn't one of those things where I ran home and wanted to get it off because it fit. And so I think it's amazing that you make it accessible and fun, Katie, because it's just so important for comfort.